about drones. So a one-of-a-kind cultural event is coming to Chicago for 2 nights only. It's the Drone Art Show, where classical music meets cutting-edge drone artistry. Imagine Vivaldi's The Four Seasons performed live while 500-plus illuminated drones dance above, transforming the night sky.
I've seen them. I've seen the drone shows before. They are unbelievable.
Yeah.
They're really incredible. So joining us to talk about the show, August 2nd and 3rd at SeatGeek Stadium, Sofia Altuna, Fever Originals team lead. Sofia, how are you?
Hello, thank you for having me. That is indeed an impressive popcorn bucket that you have there.
Well, I think the only thing more impressive than the popcorn bucket is the drone show that you're going to be talking about, because I've seen examples of these things before. They're really, there's been a conversation for a long time about, are these drone shows going to be replacing fireworks in the future? They are unbelievable. I know my dog would much prefer a drone show over a fireworks show.
So would parents of young children, please.
I'm sure. For people who've never seen these things before, can you describe them? Because it is something to behold when you see these things.
I know, it's a very wow moment when people are able to see them for the first time. You see in the audience when the drones are going up exactly like that for the first time, you see everyone taking out their phones. It's a very, very wow moment. And as you said, this is like a really unique and the first of its kind shows. Drones tend to be kind of a component to some of the shows that we see, like at a festival, at a music concert. But here, they're really front and center. It's a 40-minute drone show, which we've never seen before. Normally, they're 10 to 11 minutes. And we're combining Vivaldi's Four Seasons with musicians and perfectly synchronizing drones in the skies. And they're doing beautiful shapes.
Look at this.
Look at that.
This is so cool.
I mean, it is these massive three-dimensional structures that are moving, and
it's like a big movie screen. Can you give us, I want to know, I picture a bunch of people down below with their little remotes controlling these drones. Do you know, the technology behind these shows? Is it programmed by, an engineer beforehand, and each drone has its own, code that it follows? How does this work?
Exactly. Everything is done before. So the moment of the show, really, there's a pilot that presses a button and is there just overseeing if something goes wrong. But everything is pre-programmed before. And then all of the drones have GPS and another technology called real-time kinematic that allows them to be perfectly synchronized with one another. Without this technology, there would be no way that we would be able to fly drones in the way that we do. But the pilots there, they're just for the day to pressing that button, and then all the show goes according to plan.
Wow. Sophia, we were kind of joking a little bit earlier, but also not joking about the idea that I live by Navy Pier, and every Wednesday and Saturday I kind of have to put my dog inside and make sure she's not around when the fireworks go off because they freak her out. Kids, loud noises and everything. Are you finding that the attitude toward the drone shows is just a lot more positive than maybe people who go, the fireworks are kind of a pain, but drone shows I'm actually okay with?
100%. For all the reasons that you mentioned, and also with drones, you're just able to do a lot more. So the beginning was drones replace fireworks? And in a lot of cases, we see it in Disney parks, Warner Brother parks. We see that a lot of the times, instead of the fireworks, now they're using drones. But with drones, you're able to use shapes. You're able to do figures in the sky. So it's going to be not only fireworks, but so much more. You can envision now that you can have kind of movie theaters outdoors. The storytelling can happen with drones. And more we're going to be seeing that drones can occupy sort of 1 hour show. And there used to be this concept similar to fireworks, that you had fireworks fatigue, that you could only see fireworks maybe for 5-10 minutes max. And we saw the same thing with drones. But now we're seeing that in our show, in the little moments that we don't have drones, people want more drone time. So it's actually something funny that we've been able to develop. And all the time we're seeing how we can max out the amount of time that the drones are in the sky.
And this is probably a question that you might not even be able to answer, because this is just how my brain works. First, it's a two-part question. One, how big are these drones compared to the typical drone that you would see someone operating? And two, how much does it cost to do these drone shows? Because I know fireworks can be quite pricey. Are drones just as expensive or more expensive?
Drones, I think for right now, they're a bit more expensive, but with time they'll get to be less expensive because with fireworks you use them and then you cannot reuse them.
Right.
With drones you buy them and then you can use them for multiple events. And all of the technology happens previously. So there's a lot of things that you can kind of amortize across like the different events that you use. And you're right that in the drones that people use tend to be a bit bigger. These ones that we're using, a lot of the outer is also plastic, so they're really safe. They're like about like this big, and we travel them in containers. In every container has 6, and they're super safe. Even if they drop, they wouldn't be able to do any damage. But also we have a lot of like safety perimeters that make the shows really, really safe, where nothing could ever happen.
Love that. So tell people about the show that they can come out and see, when they need to grab tickets, the dates they're available, and it's out at SeatGeek, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's out at SeatGeek, and it's happening next weekend of August 2nd and 3rd. You can buy tickets at Fever Up. You'll see that the show is there. Tickets are already on sale and selling out quickly. And it's really, really something very spectacular to see. It's for families, for all audiences. It's a perfect night in Chicago where you can come and bring your picnic and enjoy a beautiful, relaxing night out watching Vivaldi's Four Seasons with drones.
All right, Sofia.
I love that. And I love that it's like a 40-minute, like it's not showing up for like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
It's an actual, and you know what?
Music.
She's absolutely right. I got to be honest with you, like, and maybe I'm jaded and spoiled by this point. I'm 37 years old, but like after about 5 minutes of fireworks, I'm always like, yeah, I'm good.
Over
like
it.
I feel like I feel like you've seen.
Yeah.
At this point in my life, fireworks aren't really going to do anything to surprise me. Like I feel like I've kind of
agree.
seen, but drones.
And you
I
can
feel
pull
like
your hand off. With
exactly
fireworks,
right. Exactly
you know?
right. But I feel like drones possibilities are endless. So Sofia, we appreciate you. Thank you so much. We're excited to come out next weekend.
Thank you so much for having me. Enjoy the show.
Talk with you soon.
Thank you.